So this is my attempt at getting John Mayer's tone from I Can't Trust Myself Loving You. This is not a very commonly spoken about John Mayer tone, which is strange given how cool it sounds. But I think one of the reasons for that is it's quite hard to actually achieve, because it's all in the fingers, really. It's all in how hard or how soft you attack the strings. So I'm using a Keeley neutrino pedal to get this sound. I'll post a picture of the settings. But all of it is in, you know, how softly you attack the strings. Because if you attack the strings too hard, it doesn't quite sound as it does when John Mayer plays it. And I think the reason for that is that when you attack it quite hard, it lets too much high end through, and you get this sort of, you hear, you know, a lot of the sort of quacky sound come through. So let me show you. I'll play it. I'll play the phrase twice. Once how I think it should be played, and once too hard. And then, you know, just regular sort of attack. I didn't play that very well either, but you get the idea. When you attack it too hard, you know, it doesn't quite sound like John Mayer's. John Mayer's doesn't have much high end coming through the filter, basically. So if your pedal allows it, you want to set it onto to sort of allow more of the low end through than the high end. So other cool things are that, you know, or things to notice at least, is that when you play in the lower strings, it tends to let more of the high end through. So let me play what it would sound like without the filter on. Just get an idea of how softly I'm playing that. And like a normal volume might be that sort of attack, rather than. So let's put the filter back on. So, you know, that gives you some sort of idea, I think, of how to achieve this tone. Also, there's a little bit of a sort of gainy sound on it, which I'm getting with a Tomness Deluxe by Wampler. Without that, sounds like this. With it, yeah, it's very subtle, but, you know, worth sort of considering if you're trying to get that tone. Also, just a quick note, when you're playing the lead like melody line at the beginning, I think it's like a position 4 thing, whereas the chords are like a position 2 thing. Now, it's interesting, if you listen to the chords, you can hear just how much of it is in the fingers, because if you don't hit it hard enough, you don't get anything. If you hit it too hard, too much high end comes through. So it's about finding the exact right point. So it's a cool sort of fun effect to play around with because it's so response oriented. Anyway, there you go. I can't trust myself with loving you.